these projects that surprise me. I've been doing this 16 years, and there are things I've never seen before, never thought of. And there are kids where I look at right away, I'm like, that kid is smarter than I am for sure. And that's a great feeling, right? Like that we're in good hands with our youth in the future.
The Renfrew County Science Fair was back for 2026, and after 46 years, students are still creating new ways to explore the field of science and technology. Algonquin College played host to the event, and students from all over the county filled the floor with new ideas of challenging some old ways. Stella Ziegler of Petawawa has a passion for animals and the environment and created a new type of leather using kombucha.
Okay, so you brew your tea, you make your normal kombucha, and the way it works is that actually the tea and the yeast in the drink activate together to create the Scoby on top. And all you have to do to actually make the leather is take your Scoby out and dry it and sterilize it. But for that, I just did coconut oil. Just to hold, honestly, like 2 weeks. But if you actually wanted higher quality, it's at least 6 weeks to like a whole year, depending on how thick you want it. I've always been like an animal enthusiast, so I've, always tried to, eliminate cow slaughter or stuff like that, and I've always found it super interesting. So when I saw that there was a way that we could do that while also helping the environment, it just was really amazing, and I decided to dive deep into it.
Once it reaches the right consistency, you can pretty much make anything with it, from purses to wallets and even jewelry.
It just feels like normal leather. Actually, I have real leather right here. It's just as durable, and I personally think it's just as strong. The sewing, I just did whatever I could, honestly. I just learned throughout the process of making this. As you can see, some of it's really rough, but I tried my hardest. Really anything that you could make with real leather. It's truly one of those versatile objects where you can make anything pretty much just like fabric.
What the science fair is we are having students come. So we have the top 57 projects in Renfrew County come for. It's an open-ended, we like to think of it as science on their terms. So they do any project, they can do an experiment, they can do an innovation. And so an innovation is like we have some students who made a better mobility cane for seniors. And then basically they get to pick the topic. It's how they apply the scientific method and design principles is what we judge them on. So it gives them an opportunity to do something that they're super passionate about.
So for our experiment this year, we tested between a traditional white mobility cane and an electronic mobility cane to see which is better for like blind people. So we set up and created an obstacle course using just like objects around the yard, like bikes, go-karts, helmets, pots, plants. And we got 13 people from an age range to 6 to 7. We got them to walk through the course. We got them to go through the course 3 times. One time with the traditional white mobility cane, and one time with the electronic one. And the third time we just got them to walk through it without blindfolded, just to get a baseline.
We found that this one is quite easy to use, and it's very light. And this one's heavy, and it doesn't sweep as well because it's heavy and it's gravel that you're going on. So we did improve it at the end a little bit, but it's heavy. It has a lot of like wires going on. This one's light, and it doesn't have very much to it. That blind people obviously can use both, and they're both very easy to use. Here's our battery. It is a 9-volt battery, and just plug it in down here. And it just beeps.
We have students from Arnprior, we have students from Deep River, we have students down Eganville, Barry's Bay area. We are open to the entire Renfrew County and Township of South Algonquin region. We are also open registration, so the schools that don't have a science fair, you should consider it, but we welcome all students to register for our fair. Our goal for us is that we give the students feedback as well as prizes and awards, and we want them to grow, so we want everyone to have the opportunity.
What if you could make plastic from plants? And when you're done, or you can't find the bottom to that pesky Tupperware lid, you can just throw the lid in your garden. Abigail Baker from Valor High School took on that challenge at this year's Science Fair.
My project is practical polymers. It's a project where I'm looking into different bioplastics, which are plastics that are made from things like plant proteins and gelatins, or really anything that is not petroleum, that are biodegradable, more environmentally friendly, and can help reduce energy consumption in their production. And a lot of the stuff like the gelatin, the pig skins, the pig bones, the fish bones, they would just be thrown away in a landfill usually. But if I could just boil them, get the gelatin, extract it, pour it out on a sheet, I have plastic. So currently this one is a chia seed mucilage, which is the chia goop that you'd get if anyone's ever put chia seeds in water, there's that goop. It's just that I've boiled it to get it off and mixed it with gelatin, which is just something jello basically. And I've turned it into a little film, and I can crumple it up, it won't break, which is comparable to a lot of more largely produced plastics. Well, I was just sort of looking at how much it can affect the environment. There's so many microplastics in the water, and landfills have just been expanding year after year. And if we can make plastics that you can use them as fertilizers, it would be so handy, because I love gardening, and I could just throw these on my garden after I'm done with them, and it would work as a fertilizer replacement due to the fact that there's much nutrients that plants would need.
After a very successful Renfrew County Science Fair, a few students were invited to the 2026 Canada-wide Science Fair in Edmonton. Among the 393 finalists invited to Edmonton from across Canada, Abigail Baker, Henry Hawking, Stella Ziegler, and Gia Subsani from West Ferris Secondary School in North Bay made the trip to Edmonton. Abigail took home a Shad Canada Special Award for her project, Practical Polymers 2, and Henry from Mackenzie Community School in Deep River earned a bronze medal for his salmon and sediment science project. For more information about the Renfrew County Science Fair, visit region.youthscience.ca/Renfrew County. All the information's there, and you can find out when registration will open in 2027. Reporting for The Hub, I'm Trevor Riley.